yourself. You know, awakening things are happening. You know, and so and because I'm always a little bit of a skeptic. I like to think of myself as someone who's open.
Isn't it funny
very
how we are
open,
that way
but
when you
skeptical.
consider what are we? We're like these walking bags of water that go all over this rock in outer space, and we're like so
Right?
skeptical of everything.
Right.
It's really kind of funny.
It is, right? Right.
How did we get here? And where are we going?
Right.
You know.
We try to make sense of it, you
Yeah,
know,
we
through our
make up all
mind,
these
and we gotta go
stories.
beyond that to
Yeah.
really figure it
Yeah.
out, I think.
But vibration and frequency is really at the heart of creation.
Of everything, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah.
And even, you know, on a scientific level, they've been starting to get a lot of research, and they're just touching on it. You know, with Alzheimer's patients and autism, people will come in and do drumming with these different institutions and groups, and what they found is that Alzheimer's patients will become coherent
Wow.
for periods of time, sometimes hours, sometimes days. Autistic patients will do the same thing. They'll become focused and present and be able to hold the normal conversations, and you know, and so they're not really sure why yet scientifically, but they are acknowledging the fact that it's working. So now hospitals and places are having music. You know, music therapy is becoming more popular. And music therapy is a little different than you know, the shamanic aspect. You know, so they're realizing, you know, and they've done this thing with the shamanic pulse, what they call. They've done studies with this where around 200 beats a minute, you know, give or take 20 or 40 beats. But the average is around 200
That's some serious drumming.
It is. It seems pretty fast. And it's around in here. But what they found that if you do this for a long enough time, your brain waves shift. You do go into an altered state of consciousness. So they've hooked people up and measuring the different brain waves, alpha, beta, and they're learning that everyone will shift. Some people it happens quickly, some people it takes a while, but they will go into this altered state of consciousness after hearing that pulsing for a while. And this is the pulsing that the shamans use. It's around the same beats per minute. So that's what they call it, the shamanic pulse. So, and to me it's the chicken or the egg, I don't know. Were we pre-wired for that, or over, you know, tens of thousands of years of shamans worldwide using rhythm to get people into a state that it started wiring things up that way in our brain. And now hasn't been that long since we really in the history of man that we've lived non-tribally. So
I suppose it doesn't matter.
It hasn't been that
as long as
long.
it works.
But so we kind of forget it.
Yeah.
You know. Well, yeah. Either way, whatever, it works.
It works. If it gets you to
it does something.
altered state.
Yeah, which gets you into that
Without
state
drugs,
where you could, without drugs, right? You know, all these ravers kids, they wouldn't need to be taking ecstasy. You know, a lot of it is that thumping, pulsing over and over again. Even though it's a little slower, if they sped it up, they'd all be spitting out without all those drugs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. There you go. There's your integration right there.
Yeah, so that's
where you take the shamanic work you've been doing and you take it into the clubs.
Right. Right. So now, and that's what I do, focusing more on concerts now that are with the intention of
beautiful
a journey, a healing journey.
I love it.
Of different techniques. Great. Yeah. Yeah.
And
and the didgeridoo, you know, then you get into just straight frequencies, you know, and different philosophies have different frequencies that they say affect, you know. Now they've tapped into the Fibonacci's, you know, they have the Fibonacci scale, so you can hook up
infinity.
Like you know, Pythagoras did with the intervals. You can use these theories of the Fibonacci scales and the golden means of sacred geometry to find different notes and how they resonate with. And they, you know, the Hindus have their own, you know, notes for the chakras, they say, that affect each one of these energy centers. So depending on, and those can vary from different people a little bit, you know. I think a lot of it's intention. But so, you know, the Hindu, it starts as C at the root, you know, C, D, E, F is the heart, and then G, A, and B. So you can use those notes if you feel like some people's chakras are clogged or not open, those energy centers are closed, are open. You can use those specific notes to amplify the effects of the healing. Different techniques like that. And now they're getting down into, minute amounts of hertz. Now that they're really starting to learn how these frequencies are affecting us. Now they're doing a lot more research and getting more into very specifics, on the amount of the frequencies.
Well, great. Give me a little bit about Spirit Quest and how you work with them. And
okay. Yeah. Just before I do that, I want to say something. A main thing that I tell when I do workshops, and what my teacher told me, the drum or whatever instrument you're using is sending out these vibrations, and if you think of them as an intention amplifier, so we think of our thoughts and intentions as frequency or energy, and when we put our intention while we're playing an instrument, then that instrument is amplifying those prayers, intentions, or thoughts.
Very good. Got this beautiful drum that one of the fans of my meditation work gave me, and thanks. I'm going to definitely think about that the next time I use it.
Nice. Yeah, my African teacher said, when you hit the drum, your prayers and intentions go out to the universe. And he says, make them nice and spacey rhythms, because the space in between is where the universe answers back. Yeah.
Like an infinity loop, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So sometimes you go to a drum circle and someone's just, just going away as fast as they can, it's like someone who talks too much and never listens.
Right. Hate those people. Good. And so when Kat and Ed work with you, they send in people to have the shamanic sound healing work. Where do you fit into the scheme? Are you usually at the beginning of this week they're here? Or
no, because I've been working with them a little over a year now. Yeah. And I was doing my own stuff, and I'm not very well organized, so to speak. I think the artistic mind and the business mind, is not always go well together with most artists.
No, it's beautiful to have someone to manage that work.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and
all the business, and you can just focus on the healing.
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm doing so many other things too, so.
Yeah. That too.
So as far as I know, it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that they have that, like the welcoming and the closing ceremonies. Right. But the things in between, I think it's, a lot of it is the person, so. I don't do the same thing with them, at the same time, or and I do different things. So I do the sound healing, I do guided meditation, I do drum ceremonies, I do a shamanic journey, so there's different things that they can draw from, and depending on the person, they say...
They have a wonderful quality of client too, don't they?
Yes.
I met a few of their clients, and they really, their marketing or however they're approaching it, they're really drawing in a fine bunch.
Yes, well, and it's like, it's lucky, it's blessed in the way that the person's already on the path. That's why they're coming.
Yeah. Right. There's so much of the work so many times you're just trying to start them from square one.
Right. So they're already open.
Right.
And they've set the intention.
Yeah.
To the source to be like, I want to grow, I want to heal, I want to learn, whatever the focus of their intention is.
Yeah.
And so the universe is already aligning everything for them, and their heart's already opening up before they even get here. Now, some people are here, for some serious healing, and things are closed off. But the main thing is the desire to heal, or to grow. And once you set that, then the rest is easy. It's getting to that point where you want to,